I think I fall in love with YouTube more and more every single day. Y'all are gonna watch me kinda taking care of my nasty kitchen. But I just was watching DoDash, sorry, I don't know her first name, but I should, but I know her by her moniker, DoDash on YouTube, and she's just so inspiring to me. She's just so grateful for everything, and I totally get that, and great gratitude is really kind of like an engine. It's an engine that keeps you going, and it's a way for you to stay mindful. And it's not like that the universe needs you to, like, tell them how great they are or anything like that, but the recognition, pardon me, it puts you in a mind frame really of recognizing the gifts, from the divine. How the divine is always there for you. It's more so not something that you do for the divine, but something you do for yourself. What you're really reminding yourself that there is another energy out there. There's another power. There's something out there that is aligning with you and taking care of you, and you're not like all alone. So many times in my life, I have just felt like it was all up to me. It was so overwhelming, and yet there's always been something that's just kind of kept me going. And it was, it's been really hard, in life before, taking care of my little brother and doing all the other things I did. But at the same time, I always knew that there was something or someone there to help me, to guide me through, to lead me through that space. And I'm so grateful, actually. I'm going to use the word too, and I've used it before. But I'm just so grateful for everything that I've experienced, for everything I've been through, because it's taught me how strong and resilient I can be. And if I can be strong and resilient, then anybody can, because there's nothing special about me. And it just lets me know the power of the human spirit and the guidance of the divine and what all is really there possible for us. And it just gives me so much heart, and it allows me to not get caught up, in the idea that because whatever one political party might be doing, or whatever some human out there is doing, or some organization, or whatever, a deep state, or however you want to say it, might be doing, but there's other forces at play there, and that we are really taken care of, and that is all just really sort of a mock-up to kind of keep us out of our own empowerment. I was talking to somebody today about what my central message is, and it's about empowerment. It's about all of us realizing that all of us have the ability to have full empowerment in our lives, that all of us are able to really make the choices of who we are and how we show up and what things mean. That's one of my greatest lessons that I really learned through my tantra work, was the idea of what things actually mean, how I identify with them. Which is a deep depression cycle last year, and the tantra really taught me that I could change my relationship with depression. I could change my relationship of what that meant. Because I think our go-to is to really think that, when we are in those spaces, that it's because of something outside of ourselves. That it's because of something we're lacking, or someone that was mean to us, or whatever. But when you change your relationship with that, you then get to start learning the gifts of it, and just being able to just be grateful for the experience of feeling. This life we're in right now, just the idea that we have the ability to feel, we have the ability to experience, we have the ability to be fully immersed in our presence. We have the ability to really explore, and what does that mean? And, without giving it like all these descriptions and definitions and identities that we tend to do. And so I am so grateful for YouTubers like DoDash, because she just keeps me kind of, straight in my head, as far as like what is important, what is possible. I'm so proud of her. And I think that's just so amazing. And I would love to see, perhaps my YouTube journey take kind of the same tour as hers. She talked about how long she's been on YouTube. Well, my YouTube told me yesterday that I've been on YouTube for 10 years. I've been on YouTube for 10 years, and I'm still not monetized. I'm still not there. It's interesting because I have the watch hours, but I don't have the subscriber. So if you feel so inclined, I would love for you to subscribe to me. If I can help with your YouTube channel, I would love to. I'd love to know how to help with your YouTube channel, whether it's um, talking about the different things that I do and the different type of technologies that I use, and to really talk about how, if you think that anything I say is of value, how perhaps I'm inspired and how you can be inspired, and really just however we can help support each other. That's one thing I'm really loving about YouTube, and I've talked about that before. Is I think that YouTube is getting very, it's become like a new community for me. It's becoming my new social media of choice because I just feel I feel so uh taken care of, or well, not taken care of isn't the right word, but I feel safe. I feel safe in this space, which sounds crazy to put myself and my life, just right here on camera in front of the entire world. But at the same time, because of the way YouTube is set up, um, I really feel that if I need to, I can step out or step back in, or if there's somebody that I really don't need to connect with, I can easily disconnect with that person. But I also feel like that my information can hopefully get out there to somebody that actually finds it helpful, that can really take it and go with it. And so I just wanted to talk about how incredibly grateful I am to Dodash for being the amazing energy that she is. I think that would be fun to possibly meet her someday. And I think that really overwhelms her. The idea that people would just like to meet her just to see who she is, and how she is and how she does what she does. Because I know for her, that's just how she is. And she doesn't see that as special, and that even kind of makes it a little bit more special. But she really is a special human being here on earth, and I'm very grateful to be here on earth with people like her. And I know that there are other people like that too. Perhaps they are kind of undiscovered, where she is, and I'm hoping that you will listen to her and perhaps even listen to me and understand that your voice, your story has value, absolutely has value. And I think that's why this whole new idea of like kind of unscripted and kind of raw, which is what I'm doing now. Just kind of like, you know what I mean? I was like, I could sit there and make sure my lighting is right, and sit down in front of my computer and get my right camera and all that kind of stuff. But that's actually getting kind of boring, isn't it? It's getting kind of boring to see people that are just like so over polished, and it gets overwhelming. I used to run 3 internet radio stations, and I would also would a lot of times would be the one on camera, and it was so hard to do all the tech and also be the person that was about to speak as well. And so I think that's what really stops a lot of us, is that, we don't have the bandwidth to really work with making sure that everything is perfect, that we can be heard and seen, and at the same time, have something of value to say. So it's really easy, I think, just to, with today's new tech. No, I can't. There we go. With today's new tech of how do we get things working, and how do we get our message out in a clear way where people can see and understand and enjoy, and it's enjoyable to watch. So I don't know if what I'm saying is enjoyable to watch. I have no idea. I just really I felt inspired by Dodash to really talk about how inspiring I think she is, and how amazing I think she is. And I'm so proud of her. I'm so excited to watch her journey, and that I get to participate in her journey with her just by her actually posting all about it. I would love to see my journey move forward, if that's possible. But at the same time, I'm a very blessed person. I'm here on this earth. I'm in a good relationship. Everything is going, well. Um, and I will get through my obstacles and my challenges that are here today and that will come up tomorrow, because I always have been able to, and I've always been able to have to, because I have my angels that just are there, always watching and protecting and guiding me. So many times I will be, about to drop something, and by all means I should have dropped it. And just at the last second, I'm able to catch it, or it seems like it just doesn't fall. I know that's my angels and my little brother that are out there, guiding my hand and stopping, something from that, like that happening. And so I always give thanks. And I would love to hear if there's any stories that any of y'all have like that. But I loved hearing Dodash's story about finding the dollar bill on the ground right when she was so tired and couldn't possibly think of going anymore. And I know there was a morning. It was right after my brother had passed away, and we were actually moving that day. And I went to go get myself a coffee, and they asked me what I wanted, and I couldn't even speak. I could not even speak. And so when I finally gave my order for the coffee I wanted at Seven Brew, and I love Seven Brew, they gave it to me for free, and that was so amazing to me that somebody would be there and they weren't rushing me. They allowed me to get my act together and say what I wanted, and then blessed me. And so, wow, I mean, there's so many people out there that are just really ready, willing, and able to bless you any way that they can. And I think that's amazing. It's really an amazing world we live in. We just have to notice it, and we have to be grateful for what we do have. So I am grateful again for DoorDash. I'm grateful for so many other amazing YouTubers that are out there. I'm grateful for the journey that I'm on, and I'm really excited to see what happens. And so until later, I'm grateful for you if you're watching, and I want you to know that I adore you and I love you and I believe in you, and love, peace, and release.